this what you want now? Feels like you're looking for something better.
Hello, good people, lovely people. How are you today? Welcome to this video. I'm so glad you're here with me. My name is Shane Sterling. This is my YouTube channel, Raw Vegan Rising. And today we're going to talk about why you can't build muscle on raw food. Why people think that if you're raw vegan, you're going to just lose weight and waste away to nothing. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. I've been raw vegan for 5 years and I have great muscle mass. I work out at the gym. I'm 195 pounds, 6'2", probably about 15% body fat, pretty lean. And I know exactly how to build mass and muscle as a raw vegan. I'm going to share with you how we do it. But if you can't gain muscle, if you struggle with gaining muscle mass, no matter what diet you're on, most people struggle with muscle mass no matter what diet they're on. I'm going to talk about exactly what it is. Now, if you're interested in going raw vegan, because you're here on my YouTube channel, Raw Vegan Rising, if you know a raw vegan diet is right for you, let's just cut to the chase. Sign up for my free video course, How to Go Raw Vegan. Start here. You get 6 videos. You put in your name and email and you get the first video instantaneously delivered to your inbox, which is how to start a raw vegan diet. Then the next day you get a second video, where do you get your protein? And day 3, you get, I always have bad digestion when I go raw. Now I cover all these and I cover all the questions and the fears and the topics. Day 4, you get, how do you not feel weak on a raw vegan diet? Day 5, you get, how do you fight hunger and cravings on a raw vegan diet? And video 6, the last in the free video course, is, won't I lose a lot of weight? Well, we're going to kind of talk about some of those now in this video. Let's jump in. Before I get to the number one reason why you can't build muscle on raw food, I'm going to talk about the third and the second reasons, other reasons, major reasons why you aren't building muscle on raw food. Okay, number 3, one of the major reasons and the third most important reason why you're not able to build muscle mass as a raw vegan is because you aren't eating enough. You're not eating enough calories. You know what the number one thing your body needs to be able to build muscle tissue, if you literally want to put on mass on your body? You know, like I have mass on my chest. The way you get that is to eat. You have to eat a surplus of calories because the body will not build muscle tissue unless there's a calorie surplus, which means you have to eat more calories than you're expending each day. And if your body is in a calorie surplus, only then will your body be able to actually build muscle tissue, muscle fibers. So if you want to build muscle as a raw vegan or on any diet, you just have to eat in a calorie surplus. Now, number 2, the second reason why you might not be gaining muscle as a raw vegan, or anyone for that matter, is because you're not training hard enough. You've got to train like a beast. You've got to lift heavy, heavy weight. Everybody wants to look muscular, but nobody wants to lift heavy weight. Lifting weight consistently through the range of hypertrophy is going to build muscle. Hypertrophy is where you take your muscle to failure, where you literally make the muscle fail, where you cannot lift another rep. The muscle is done. And only then will you stimulate the muscle to actually build more fibers. So you have to train like a beast. You have to train uncomfortably, and you have to get consistent with your training. You could work out 3 months, 6 months, a year, and look exactly the same. Exactly the same. And you're like, oh, this isn't working. It must be the raw food. Oh, I can't put on muscle. It must be because I'm eating fruit. No, it's because you're not training hard enough. You're not actually putting your body under enough stress to make the body adapt to that stress. You have to force your body to adapt. That is what's going to put muscle mass on your body as a raw vegan, or anybody for that matter. It doesn't matter if you're raw, vegan, or any diet. You have to force your muscles to adapt to that stress. And that is uncomfortable. And nobody wants to do that. But guess what the number one reason is? The number one reason you cannot build muscle as a raw vegan, as a human here on planet Earth, why you're not looking the way you want to look and you can't gain muscle. No, it's not because you're a hard gainer. No, it's not because of this. ectomorph, endomorph baloney that they talk about on fitness channels. It has nothing to do with that. It's because, number one, you aren't visualizing what you want to look like in your mind. Everything starts in the mind. You have to visualize the physique, the musculature you want to have. You have to see it in your mind. I am not making this up. This is not woo-woo stuff. This is literally the number one reason. Arnold Schwarzenegger himself talked about it to build his physique and become the most famous bodybuilder of all time. He said that he would relentlessly picture the physique in his mind, picture it in his mind. And this goes to anything you want to create. You want to be a raw vegan? Picture it in your mind. You want to be on some other diet, keto or carnivore or any of this other BS? Just picture it in your mind. But if you want to be in a high vibrational choice, clearing your body out so that it can be lighter, so you can have better connection and clarity of mind, so you can be on this ascension track with all of us who are going to 5D consciousness. Yeah, I'm not making this up. This is not woo-woo stuff. We're going to 5D consciousness. Humanity's waking up and we need lighter bodies for us to get there. So we got to make the better choice and we become raw vegan. We lighten the load on our bodies. We have muscle mass and be a light worker and eat raw vegan because we visualize it in our mind. Now, I would bet if you have a hard time building muscle, you have a hard time visualizing things in your mind. I guarantee you, if you have a hard time being successful on a raw vegan diet, you have a hard time visualizing what you want in your mind. And I guarantee it, if you have a hard time making money or struggling with success or struggling with love or struggling with anything that you desire to create in your life, it's because you are struggling with picturing it in your mind. And I'm not just talking about some fleeting picture. I'm talking about concrete specifics. How does the sky look? How does what are the smells associated? What are the colors you're seeing? Stimuli that stimulates every sense of your body. Picture images in your mind that stimulate all your senses. I'm talking about very specific. That's what I do. That's what I do. To have the physique that I have as a raw vegan, I picture it in my mind relentlessly. The reason I'm a successful raw vegan is because I picture it in my mind relentlessly. That means that I will be successful at anything I do. I will be successful at any diet I choose. I happen to choose raw vegan because it's the best for my body, for my gut, for my mind, the gut-brain connection, the gut-brain-soul-spirit cosmic connection, the interconnectedness of all. If God truly is one, then raw vegan makes us feel part of the one. In other words, you could say raw vegan brings us closer to God. They say cleanliness is next to godliness. Clean the body and feel the connectedness. It'll make you feel better to be raw vegan. It'll just simply help you feel better. And if you're ready to feel better, I highly recommend you join my group coaching program, Raw Vegan Heroes, because this is where the movement is happening. This is where the awakening is happening. This is where my coaching, my leadership, and my mindset is happening to assist and shepherd those who are ready, because we need a mentor as we cross the threshold of questioning and fear, as we embark on our own hero's journey to become the best version of ourselves, to lighten our body, to become raw vegans, to make the choice that bring us into our ascension path, into our health, healing, high vibrational living, high vibrancy of health. As we make those choices, we feel fear and resistance, and then we need a mentor. Hello, hi. I volunteer as your mentor, and we do this, we accomplish this in my group coaching program, Raw Vegan Heroes. Now, let me just take a moment. I would love to tell you everything you get when you join Raw Vegan Heroes because it's mind-blowing. Okay, you get high-level accountability, world-class health coaching and detoxification coaching. You get my Raw Vegan Heroes Success Path video course. It's a 37-part video course on how to go from a non-vegan to a raw vegan hero and the emotional, personal identity shifts that are necessary to become a raw vegan successfully. Because like I said, this is about visualizing who we truly want to be. We get the most amazing private Facebook group where we all interact and talk amongst ourselves. And we have currently 760 members as of the making of this video and growing fast. We're almost at 1,000. Do you want to come in and help us get to 1,000 members in this movement of awakening and raw food and spirituality and feeling our best and healing ourselves? Yeah, come on in. We get a mobile app so you can access your member library right on your phone. That's a cool feature. Okay, a weekly 1-hour live stream with me, which is maybe one of the best features of the entire membership, is the Q&A that we do every week. This is where you get mentorship and coaching directly from me, okay? It's invaluable. And then there's the replay library. Every video that I've ever done in the group is housed in a library. You can access it on your mobile app, okay? So it's like over 100 hours of Q&A, live streams. It's an incredible resource, not only in mindset and leadership, but detoxification, raw food, and how we actually accomplish it through the questions of members over the years. It's worth the price of Raw Vegan Heroes just for the replay library. Then we have a monthly Community Connect Zoom meeting where all the members can meet on Zoom and talk amongst themselves. That's really powerful. You get my 14-day meal plan, which is over 60 recipes and meal planning and shopping lists. It's a 74-page document. It's worth the price of Raw Vegan Heroes just for my 14-day meal plan. On top of that, you get my Hot Topics training module, which has videos in it training you on specific things. Currently, how to achieve exceptional energy and vitality with raw food. The complete guide to raw vegan protein sources. Yes, indeed. For building muscle as a raw vegan. Very important. I go over every single detail about protein. And the other video in my Hot Topics training module is how to gain muscle as a raw vegan. I go through the exact steps of how I work out, how I eat, my macro splits, every single detail you need to build muscle. And the last but not least, the most important part, my bowel detoxification guide, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is how to do a juice fast, why you need to do one, which is cleaning out the gut and preparing the gut to be raw vegan. And then part 2 is how to break the fast and rebuild the gut microbiome on a raw vegan diet to thrive at the highest level. You get all of that included in my Raw Vegan Heroes membership. And if you go into the description box below, you will see a link for 75% off the Raw Vegan Heroes membership if you sign up for a whole year. So you get a whole year in the group, talking to me as a mentor, all the other members, almost 1,000 members, talking amongst ourselves, celebrating this lifestyle. And I highly recommend you just come in and be a fly on the wall. You don't have to be raw vegan. You don't have to be perfect. Stay exactly as you are. Just learn. Be a fly on the wall and listen and see if you might pick up something that's valuable for you. You know, for the price of Raw Vegan Heroes, go into the description and click on the link and look at the price. You're going to say, wow, Shane, wow. This is my service to you and my service to humanity. This is me planting trees that I will never sit under the shade of. This is me creating the version of humanity that I want to be part of. And it's happening in Raw Vegan Heroes. That's the movement. Okay, so if you want to be strong, if you want to build muscle, if you want to be a beautiful example of health and vibrancy and vitality, we do this together. We do it through eating enough food. We do it through hard work, training, hard mental work, leadership, mindset, and visualizing in our mind what we want to create and exactly who we want to be. And I cannot stress it enough. We visualize in our mind what we want and who we want to be. And if we're not visualizing, we will not have it. Plain and simple. If we are not visualizing, we will not have it. The person with the biggest vision wins. If your grandma has the bigger vision that she wants you to eat turkey on Christmas dinner, she's going to win. Okay? The person with the biggest vision wins. Always. Period. What kind of vision do you have? Do you have a strong vision? If not, you're just living out somebody else's vision. I have a strong vision. And if you want more of my leadership, join Raw Vegan Heroes. Much love and blessings to you. I hope you're having a great day out there. I'm over here in Austin, Texas, sending you lots of love beams, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.